accuse anyone of behaving badly when drunk at a Craig Finn or a Whole Sunny concert, so I'm just politely trying not to notice at the minute, but I'm going to have some fun with the neighbours. My neighbours dancing in the morning, it's going to be fun.
Alright.
Some sore heads locally, Craig, I think.
I also want to put this out. In 2003, I started a band called The Hold Steady. And through that, I met some amazing people, Howard and Lisa, but also Leanne, Hannah, Ross, Neil, and made friends really around the world. And it's really a beautiful thing. I think that's what this song's about. Guess you're old enough to know the kids out on the East Coast, roughly 20 years old. They got coaxed down by a certain perfect ratio. One beer to the summer smoke, and the meatloaf to the Billy Joe. Certain songs, they get so scratched into our soul. She goes slow on her seats, she gets high in her car. She looks shallow, but she's neck deep. The steamy dreams of the guys along the harbor bar. She's pulling out her shirt tails, jacking up her socks. Stern and stone and confident, coming up towards the jukebox, born into the only songs everybody finally sings along. B1 is for the good girls, it's only the good die young. C9 is for the making eyes, there's paradise by the dashboard light. B12 is for the speeders, G4 is for the lovers, the hard drugs are for the bartenders and the kitchen workers, the bartenders' friends. They're playing it again. Ellen Foley gives us hope. Certain songs, they get scratched into our souls. Guess you're old enough to know the kids out on the West Coast are taking off their clothes, screwing in the surf, going out to shows. They get high and they ride around in GTOs. Certain songs that get so scratched into our souls. Certain songs that get so scratched into our souls.
Yeah, there's people watching
In
New Zealand. Keith in New Zealand's watching you on Periscope.
Oh, nice. Hey, Keith.
Wish you were here.
You're getting a lot of requests on there, by the
these
way.
guys. Stand down here.
Brendan too.
Hey, Brendan.
Oh, Brendan's there as well.
This is pretty cool.
There have been a lot of requests.
What are the requests?
Jeremiah's Blues.
Massive nights.
Three drinks.
Okay.
Three drinks.
Dark days for
That's for Adderall.
Mission Viejo.
Adderall.
How about
Jim from Calgary. No,
I don't know, Jim.
something from the
I
first
believe
album,
it's
Craig.
in C.
St. Peter. Somebody's requested St. Peter.
How about this? Before I was in the Hold Steady, I had a band called Lifter Puller, and it struck me the other day, because Lifter Puller, we never got to the UK. In fact, we never got close. We didn't make it too far, but it was a band I really liked and I was proud of. And this next song, it's called Mission Viejo, and I wrote songs, my whole life pretty much. But this is the oldest song that I still like. I wrote it in my college dorm room. I was a senior at Boston College, which last part of my conversation with Gretchen was also an alumni, and that's how she got here. So, go Eagles! So I had this friend in college that he was from Southern California, and he would say, like he was like a normal sweatshirt wearing, beer drinking college dude. I was friends with him, but when he'd go back home, he'd come back and he'd tell these stories about doing all these like totally insane drugs, like a lot, bigger ones than we did at college. And I kind of didn't believe him. But then one day he went home for the summer and he never came back, and I never saw him again. And so I hope he's all right. In the meantime, I wrote a song about what I think happened. And it's called Mission Viejo. Isn't it a waste of time sitting here playing pantomime? Still blow almost every line. I haven't been as high as this since the night I burned my lips. Must have been like 89. Coming down too quick, my own private apocalypse. Usually pretty slick, miss. This is just some summer sickness. Behind the karaoke bar, sitting in your brother's car, shooting stars and scraping scars. Threw 'em back up in the sky, mouth that open miles wide. We all drove back to Del Mar. Not sure that you exist. I reach down and I check your wrist. Your brother's pretty pissed. He heard it from that surfer chick. And it wasn't just the first time. And it wasn't just the last time, it was all those times that were in between, when it was such a joy to ride with you. Didn't mean to frighten you, didn't say goodbye to you. The summer was such bang-up fun, didn't mean to hurt no one, just tried to enlighten you. When classes start, I'll quit. I've got until September 6th. When classes start, I'll quit. I've got until September 6th. When classes start, I'll quit. I've got until September 6th. When classes start, I'll quit this. This is just some summer sickness.
So, if requests are coming in for Periscope, I sort of feel like that's too hard to resist. So I wasn't thinking of doing this one, but maybe I'll do it. It's called Jeremiah's Blues. And I hope I remember it, but...
Say thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't come to California to have a cup of coffee. So right now I'll get right to the point. I heard about the baby from Sarah when I saw her. I heard the Jeremiah's in the joint. I know you came out west to just start over. It looks just like the life you left in Kansas, with a baby in your bed and a man up in the pen. No way to make it work except for dancing. The lawyers bleed you dry, and then he's guilty. You wore your best dress to the courthouse, and then he's gone. But what really broke your heart is when you got back to your car, the radio played his favorite song. I know I've had some problems. I know I'm far from perfect. There's some things about the past that I'm not proud of. But after I left Kansas, I accepted my Lord Jesus. Since then I've been mostly off the stuff. We both know Jeremiah really loves you. The holiday guy couldn't make change. I got stuck in a snowbank. I was too drunk to drive to Edina. And that right there is proof of my faith that God watches us. And the North Stars went south, and my friends all went out to Seattle. I hung around town, hit the bars, and wait for the bus. And the guys in Northeast, they ride bicycles up to the market. Yeah, fish take to water, but licenses they get revoked. And the writing on walls in the bathrooms and Mace-Lac says Cindy's a cokehead. But I never met Cindy, besides it might be a joke. I got stuck in a snowbank, I was too drunk to drive to Edina. And that right there is proof of my faith that God watches us. And the North Stars went south, and my friends all went out to Seattle. And I hung around town, hit the bars, wait for the bus. Yeah, I hung around town, hit the bars, wait for the bus. That's a true story. I got one or two over here. So this is another girl's name song. This is about a girl named Sarah. The thing about Sarah is she got a new boyfriend. Her new boyfriend is financially way more secure than her last boyfriend, but emotionally not so much. When we first meet Sarah, she's calling from a hotel. And the song's called Sarah, Calling from a Hotel. Sarah's calling from a hotel that was built into a mountain. There were diamonds in the fountain. She said that she was happy. Hadn't seen her since the races. At the ending of last summer, watched the horses run up on each other. She looked pretty. She says lately she's been thinking, sorry she was ruthless at the ending, but a new friend does much better than just get by. And the last thing she said to me before she hung up the phone is, here he comes, oh God, I gotta go. Every time you take a lover, you trade one thing for another. I hadn't seen her in a year. I'm not sure why she called. And the last thing she said to me before she hung up the phone is, here he comes, oh God, I gotta go. Well, here he comes. He's got a gun. I heard that she cleaned up. I also heard she didn't. Sarah says he's got some money, but Jenny says it's spent. She says she knows that he's not perfect, but when you add it all up, then it's worth it. She was sorry at the ending, she was lazy with her lies, and she was sick of scrounging around, just barely getting by. And the last thing she said to me, before she hung up the phone, was, "Here he comes. Oh God, I gotta go." And here he comes. He's got a gun. I gotta go. Well, I'm going to try to close on kind of a triumphant one. I've been on this trip for a little while, and somehow I've been in the knack of ending on the most depressing song every night. So I'm going to try to go out a little, and I realize that's fully in my control, but I was thinking maybe that's not the best way. So a few days ago was kind of a big day for me. It was September 15th, and it marked the 15-year anniversary of when I left Minneapolis and moved to New York City. So September 15, 2000, I moved to New York City, which means almost a year to the date later was the tragic events of 9/11. And everyone in New York has their own 9/11 story. Everyone probably around the world does. But mine was, I worked at an office on 15th and Union Square East. And it was when the planes hit the tower. I had a friend and a boss named Chris Newmeyer, and when the planes hit the tower, he said to me, "We should go to my house. We should go to my house at 2nd Avenue and 9th Street." On the stage, are you down on your knees? Blood on my hand, ash in my wine. You can see how I get anxious sometimes. Nails in my hand, blood in my eyes. I feel pretty cool, I know I look fried. All these tall tales, now one tiny truth. Saw the towers go down from up on Newmeyer's roof. Yeah, we were frightened. Yeah, we were drinking. It was all so confusing. Down Thomas went and talked to the cops. He said, "This sure seems like an inside job." I've never been crucified, I never suffered or died, I never been shot, I've been lied to a lot. Well, hotel bar, they got the game on TV, you're either up with the lights, or you're out on the streets. Man, we always want more, but we get what we need. I saw your girl at the movies, she seems pretty sweet. Thomas says a cynical take. He said the more you destroy, the more that you make. No, I've never been crucified, I never suffered or died, I've never been shot, I've been lied to a lot. Oh, look at these mountains, look at these trees. Tom, there must be something you believe. Well, look at these mountains, look at these trees. Tom, there must be something you believe. Tom, there must be something. Tom, there must be something. Tom, there must be something you believe. Tom, there must be something. Tom, there must be something. Tom, there must be something you believe. Thanks so much, guys. It's really a pleasure. Thank you, Howard. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks for having me. Please. Howard's got a bucket over there. Please donate to help him with the cost of the food and the booze and all that. It's been amazing. What? Sorry. It's for KNL. It's for even better. It's for the KNL Foundation, which supports the children of a great Hold Steady friend and fan who passed away suddenly and left 2 kids behind. So it's an amazing charity, and thank you for being here. Thank you guys for having us in your home, and it's really a pleasure to be all here. We have cake in there. We do have records and CDs too if anyone's interested, and thank you for being a part of this.
Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. I'm not even going to talk very long, but I want to say a massive thanks to Craig. Obviously, thanks to you for coming, but Craig's just here voluntarily. He doesn't, he's got a Friday night to organise as well. I probably just kind of a couple of housekeeping things I wanted to say that, I don't know, we might have lost some children somewhere. If you happen to see some stray children, I don't know where mine, actually, no, I do know where mine are, because they've just poured me this pint of beer. In a worrying development, my 10-year-old son said, "Daddy, I've done 3 of them." And I'm like, yeah, well, at least they're not empty yet, I suppose, is the thing I should take from it. Please, my friend Dave over there is the person to see for CDs, but I my thing for all of you is I wanted to, have KNL Foundation. I want you just to buy a CD, and you've heard the amazing music. It's absolutely changed my life, and I know so many brilliant friends. Craig talks about the expensive impact he's had, but I'm going to go to Minneapolis tomorrow and see people thousands of miles away I've not seen for months. I only know through the music and through Craig, and it's truly amazing, what good people can do when they come together. There's complete strangers here, or friends that I've not yet made that are here tonight, and it's fantastic. It's completely down to Craig's music. It is a shame to cut up the cake. The other thing as well, I am worried myself that I kind of sort of said, right, it's an 11 o'clock curfew, and I know people got away. I know some people have gone already because kids have kind of fallen asleep on their toes. I'd like to think we could kind of go to bed. So I know Craig's got to be up and around tomorrow. They're staying here, so they want some peace and quiet. And, I'd like to give them some peace and quiet at the very least I can do. But I just wanted to say thank you all, and thank you most of all to Craig.
Thank you.